Hello everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to make the best green screen and photography lights you ever seen in your life. I wasn't going to make a video of this, but it's so great that I just had to. And I know it'll help somebody. These are LED floodlights. I'm going to show you, I'm going to talk to you more about the lights. The lights are dimmable, and I got a dimmer on it. Now here's the stand. You see this side comes out about 22 inches. Other side will be the same thing. And this right here don't come out. In other words, the sides come out further than the part that you see right here. Now that right there is about 11 inches. And here's the piece right here that goes in the center. You can get these, I'll show you that. And then I put a brace right here, and this is glued down. I just put some tape around it, like while the glue was drying. But what I done is, since I had done already made these, I took this right here and I split it. So you see how it is right there. Okay, that's what that is. And the first one here, the first section, is about 10.5 inches. And then the second one is a little taller. It's about 12.5. And then from here on up, they are 13.5. In other words, you got a short one here, and then a little bit longer, and then these two is the same. And my pieces coming out from the main beam is 24 inches, and both sides is 24 inches. And that's probably about the limit of this PVC pipe. So if you want to make it a little longer, you might have to add some braces like I got down here on the bottom. But I think that's probably about just right. See this right here, how I got it done? And it's just got some white tape wrapped around it. But the socket is actually epoxied on. But I just put some tape around it to make it all the same color. That's all it is. And this is 3/4 inch PVC. And see, I got some pieces like this. And you just stick this in there. And this is what makes the elbows. And just to show you, that's got a bunch of glue in it. But anyway, that's how it is right there. And this right here is the cement that you use for this. And then I just got a drop cord for that I used as my main beam. You see how the cord goes into the bottom, and the cord it's inside the pipe. And here's that dimmer right here. That's a good thing, because this light's so bright. Look at that. Look at how smooth that is. But these lights are so bright, I was scared like the front lights was going to be like too harsh on your face. But you actually like stand in the middle of this, and the front lights light up your face. Your back lights light up your screen, whether it's a green screen or a background, a photography background. The top right here, you see it's just a T, and then these right here are 4 ways. So you got 3 4 ways on this side. I looked over the footage, and I want to clear a couple of things up. Whenever I was talking about the lengths of your pipe, I wasn't talking about total. I was talking about what actual length your pipe needs to be. And this is scheduled 40 pipe, and they got a thin. Don't get the thin. This right here is a thicker pipe than normal. And I want to show you this green screen. Now I got it taped to the counter, but man, I can walk over there and pick that up, and I got some big ones too. But look at that right there. And that ain't prepared special. It was prepared special when I made it. I got all the wrinkles out of it. I can't take them wrinkles. But this right here, it stays like that right here all the time. And I got a video that shows you how I do that on this channel. And whenever I made this, I didn't have these braces on there is what I'm trying to say. And it was a little top heavy like a Christmas tree. It was fine. But it needed to be a little bit steadier, so that's why I come back in here and added this. And the bottom has got sand filled in. In other words, I made the bottom real heavy. And another thing I forgot to mention, you can buy these little caps right here, like to cap everything off and make it look good. Now I want to show you this. You see this right here? I'm gonna lay it down on the table so I can show you a good picture of it. But this is how the wires run to each light. So see what I'm saying here is this. You see how this is? This would go to these two lights over here. I've got one of these on each wire, and I hope you understand that. I don't know how to explain it. But these go to the lights on each side. Let me take this one off where you can see it. See how that is? And I took a soldering gun and soldered it together, and I wrapped it up with tape real good. And down the middle here, I've got all them glued. Now, what I done is I put it all together, run the wires, because it'll stick together pretty good. But, and then I come back when I was completely finished and pulled these apart and glued them. I got my wife to help me. And I stuck them all back together. But now, the beams running out, they not glued. Now, I'm going to show you why. And see, I left it like that where I could aim these lights. And see how that turns like that? And I done that like that on purpose. And I mean, if you were to get everything just like you want it, you got it set, you could go ahead and glue everything. And I could glue everything right now. But I'm going to just leave mine just like this. Now, when you make yours, you see mine's it's a little short. And in other words, when I put it together, it slipped together a little more than what I had expected. But I mean, I didn't know, I was making one, I didn't know. But anyway, you might want to add like 1.5 inches to every measurement I said. If you're going to have a tall back screen like this right here. This right here is 8 foot tall. And the sockets I used, I'll show you that. Now you might want to get sockets with wires coming out of it. Mine didn't have wires coming out of it. So see, I had to use these right here and put this on all the lights. So I could attach the wires to it. Now here's the wire that I use running out to my lights. This right here is pretty heavy duty. It's a 14 gauge, and it's about the same size as the main cord that's running up through the middle. You don't want to use no little bitty lightweight wire. Now I want to tell you, if you got to use these LED lights, because see, you got 8 lights on this one socket, but these LED lights are 17 watts a piece. So see, that's nothing. But if you got regular light bulbs, you don't want to use regular light bulbs anyway. You would need 100 watt bulbs, and 800 watts won't work. And I didn't show you a good picture of the dimmer, so I'll show you that. I'm dimming it right now. and I'm cutting it back on. These dimmers is real cheap. I'll show that to you. And man, don't use no regular floodlight. This screen will have hot spots in it like would be unbelievable. And here's the lights I used. And you see it's the daylight 500K. And here's the model of the lights. And I showed you that they were 17 watts. You see that? And I bought a 10 pack of them, which I bought 20 lights. Now, if you're a professional, you can run 2 drop cords up the center and have one cord designated for this side and one cord designated for that side, and have a dimmer on each one. I don't think it's necessary for my use. I think I'll be able to make it work out. Hey, see the back side of this green screen? This is a big one. I got well, I got this one, and then I got this one just behind my drum set. Let me cut the light on here. And here's the one behind my drum set where I play. And here's the other portable screen I got. And y'all, I can't put up with them wrinkles. See how big this green screen is? And this is the same thing as the one I got standing up here, but this is twice as big. And then see, I also got another one. Say, well, what you doing with all them green screens? Man, I use all of them. I don't never move this one. And then I got something else to do with this one, and then you know. Alright, everybody, thanks for watching. I'm gonna show you a little green screen clip on your way out. We'll see you on the next time. It was 1980.